You're watching David Graham Sports Report.
When you call for just any ambulance service, you never know what you might get. But when you call Vital Care at 423-562-9370, you'll get an experienced staff, experienced and professional people who know what the word emergency really means. Don't just trust anyone. You do have a choice when it comes to ambulance service in this area. 562-9370. For the first time ever in their history, the Cougars of Campbell County know 3-0. And it came down to a 3rd and 8 whether or not they would make history, and they did. Coming off their bruising win over the Bobcats of Central, the Cougars now sit tied with Anderson County atop their division for the first time ever in their history since 1976. They did what they had to do in order to bring home a win. Jeffers to Elkins was heard 3 times in this game for scores. And up for Defensive Player of the Week, Nick Bailey, in addition to his 77 yards rushing and 1 touchdown, finished with 18 tackles and 2 interceptions in the Cougar win against Central. This Friday night is the showdown, the game of the year for both teams. Anderson County High School comes into this contest also 3-0 with a bruising running attack in which they used to soundly defeat Gibbs. They only passed maybe 2 or 3 times during that game, so what will it be, a 7-6 score? Or an up and down game in which nobody knows who's going to win until the horn sounds? We'll find out this Friday night at L. Hope Dawson Stadium, and you better get there early if you expect to park within the city limits, cause this bad boy will be sold out early. And remember, you can follow this game live on the WLAF Sports Network at 1450WLAF.com. Just click on the helmet, and it will take you right there. They can't say the same thing across the mountain as the Blue Devils of Jellicoe lost big to the Wildcats of Lynn Camp Friday night, 41-12. It was never a game. They were smaller, but they played with more passion, and they, speaking of the Wildcats, executed. Our boys in blue didn't. They came out roaring, but once Lynn Camp scored, it was like, okay, just what we thought. Bad snaps was the bugaboo for the Devils all game long. When they executed, they were hard to stop with the likes of Mr. Jordan Hammond back there, but it wasn't enough. Freshman quarterback Tony Smith did some good things, running one in from 10 yards out, but that too wasn't enough. We had one player get ejected for fighting, so he'll get an extra game off for bad behavior. The Blue Devils are very young, and they'll have to grow up real quick. Up next, it's at Kings Academy. The last time these two met was last year, with Kings Academy winning 34-22. Other scores in the district look like this. Anderson County, of course, beat Gibbs 35-6. Oak Ridge overwhelmed Clinton 51-14. Powell eked one out over Carnes at Carnes 19-13, and of course your Cougars won 28-21. Halls was off. Okay, here's some other scores from around the area. As we said, Lynn Camp defeated Jellicoe 41-12. Cumberland Gap traveled to Claymore County for a special Thursday night game and lost 29-21. And Oneida beat Wartburg big 44-8. Now games next week, of course, Anderson County is at Campbell County High School. Gibbs will be at Clinton. Central will be at Carnes. Oak Ridge is at Halls. And Powell has an open date. You know, lunch or dinner time is a great time to call Papa John's Pizza. It's always hot, fresh, and delivered to your door. Better ingredients do make better pizza. See for yourself. Call 423-562-7272. Calvary Christian Academy. Quality academics and biblical character. You can receive both. All the things you want in a school for your child. Grade levels K through 12. Phonetic-based reading. Individualized curriculum. Diagnostic testing. Character building and biblical principles. For more information, contact Calvary Christian Academy, 2139 Jacksboro Pike, P.O. Box 1402, La Follette, Tennessee. Phone 423-562-7267. 423-562-7267. Okay, here's some things coming up. Cedar Hill Golf Tournament at the Greens at Deerfield. That's September the 11th. That's this Wednesday. So don't forget that. It all starts at 1 p.m. and we'll try to get out there. October the 23rd, also at the Greens at Deerfield, Sheriff Robbie Goins will host the second annual golf tournament. For more information, call the Sheriff's Office at 423-562-7446 or Jody at the Greens at 423-566-0040. October the 31st is going to be the second annual Halloween Bash at Jellicoe High School for the basketball team starting at 5 p.m. We'll get a real good look at what Mike Reynolds has got going on up there, and he's got coming in. Now, also on November the 7th, we've confirmed this. The Blue Devils will scrimmage the Cougars at John R.W. Brown Gymnasium, and it all starts at 5 p.m. with the girls' game and 6 p.m. for the boys. And that's to benefit the Toys for Tots. So just bring a toy for a child, and they'll let you in free of charge. Alrighty, that's all the local sports we've got for you today. Thanks for being with us. You guys stay tuned. There's a whole lot more to come right here on WLAF.